Tell me about the name, Animal Dreams.
Animal Dreams comes from the vivid dreams I had of animals and the wilderness during the time that I was writing for the project. Bears and foxes and deer and just everything. And they were symbolic to me. They meant different things about what was happening in my life at the time.
Is that represented in the music?
There are no animals mentioned in any of the songs, but the symbolism they had to me is.
Okay.
So.
And what's the first song you're releasing?
It's called Whiskey Sea, and it's actually going to be accompanied by the first official music video as well that I filmed with Jason Tang.
Okay. And tell me about that song.
That song was the first song that I wrote back in November 2012 that I sent to Dylan when I asked him if he would do another album with me, and he said yes. So it was one of those songs that came really quickly, and I do often write quickly, but developing them sometimes takes a long time. But that one was front to back, almost entirely done the minute that I sat down to write it.
So tell me the process, because I know nothing about this. The giving birth to a new album, to a new song, how does that work with you?
Well, I'm always writing, and that doesn't necessarily look the same every day. Sometimes I'm washing the dishes and something pops into my head and I write it down, or sometimes I actually sit down in the morning with my guitar and try to write something. And generally my writing process changed with this project, actually, because I used to just sit down and hammer out a whole song and then send it to Dylan and see what he thought. But this time around I started using drum loops, and it really changed the songs. I used GarageBand, which I'd never done before, and it changed the way that I was playing the guitar and the way that my melodies came about, and just the general structuring of the songs. And I also just started sending one verse and one chorus to Dylan, and he's like, do you like this? Do you think I should develop it? Yes or no? And then I wouldn't spend the time writing out the whole thing if I didn't think that it was an idea that was worth fleshing out.
Okay.
So it was hundreds, over 200 songs that I sent Dylan in that structure of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Should we develop this or not? And it got whittled down to, I think it's at 13 songs right now. So it's the best of the best that I had to offer.
Greatest hits album.
Yeah.
Last year.